Question is, how much money do street performers make, or how much money can I make busking or street performing? Okay, that's going to depend a lot on what you do and where you are and how much you sort of hustle and whatnot. I'm going to tell you my experience. So my experience is going to be anywhere from $0 an hour up until, on the high end, maybe $20 an hour. When I say an hour, I'm talking about a daily average, not like 1 hour. You could get really lucky and someone gives you a $20 bill and you get a $10 bill. You could make more than $30 in an hour. It's possible. But I'm just talking about a daily average. So, yeah, I mean, as far as like getting $20 bills, that's pretty rare in my experience. I've seen like maybe over a course of 3 years, maybe I've seen around 7 of them. For the most part, people tip you once, you get a couple bucks. Every week I get $5 bills. Today I got 3 $5 bills. And today I made $47 doing it in about 4 hours. My last hour I made $2. So it really depends. Really a lot of ups and downs. It depends on also depends on the time of the year or the day of the week, and of course on the weekends and the holidays you're gonna make more money. It's really not. I'd say for the most part it's not a lucrative thing. You know, you're like my average throughout the year, man, I'd say sometimes it's less than minimum wage. Minimum wage here is like 10 something bucks in San Francisco. So, you know, but it depends. It depends what you do. Like if you're like kind of like there's the passing by show, you're gonna make less. Like if you just play an instrument or something, probably gonna make less. But it depends. Sometimes an instrument music can carry and spread, you know, far. People hear you away. Some people don't like that, so you could make more money. I can really only speak for myself in my experience. So, yeah, on the low end, like I've had days I've gone out there and spent an hour out there, made $0, and then I'll just quit, you know, because it's not worth it. It's not worth the time. And, I mean, something to keep in mind though, it goes up and down too. Like you could have 1 hour that's really shitty, make almost nothing, and then the next hour be really good. You kind of just see that though, like it could just be how busy it is, and you can kind of tell like, okay, I'm just having bad luck right now, but it's gonna pass. It just eventually someone's gonna give you money, you know. It's really streaky like that. Like sometimes it just comes all at once, and then other times it seems like it's never gonna come, you know. And but busy, like being in like finding the right location for you is good. However, the right location for you and what you do isn't necessarily the right location for the next guy. Just depending on what you do, you know. Because there's busier places I could go, but for what I do, it's not going to work well. You know, like I could go to the subway around rush hour, but the thing is, go to the subway around rush hour, there's tons of people, but they're all, the purpose there is to get from A to B. They're not interested in you. They want to go home, or they want to go wherever, to work, or they want to go to the gym, or go eat, whatever. You know, they're in destination mode. Which, versus if you're in an area around like tourists or whatnot, they're more in more kind of laid back, checking things out, exploring mode. So in my experience, that's the better place to be, is in around people who are like that, the ones that are exploring, checking things out. But it depends. It depends on you, what you do. So I can't say for sure what's going to happen to you. Now, what was I going to say? There's something else I was going to say. The most I ever made, a few times I made upwards of like close to $150. That was the most I ever made. I made a few times over 130. but it's not easy. I spent a lot of time out in those days. Those were like um, 7, 8 hour days out there. So you got to put the time in. Like, really, do you get like a lot of money all at once? And for me, it always seems like as soon as when I first start out there, it seems like it always starts off slow. Really doesn't ever like. I don't know why that is. That's just my experience. So, and yeah, you just don't know. You got to kind of put out there. And if you're thinking about doing it, I'd say it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, because you got it's not like a job where you're getting the same amount of money each week. You do X amount of work, you get this. It's not like that. Okay, it's you get money when someone feels like giving you money. That's how it works, So it's tough. It's tough. Yeah. All right. The other thing I didn't mention, if you can get a crowd around you, you can. I mean, like, it really depends on you. But if you can get a crowd, if you're like doing some sort of, if you're not just like sitting there playing like an instrument or something, you can maybe get a crowd around you. Depends on what you do, right? And if you can get a crowd around you, chances are you're going to make more money. But keep in mind, most people that see your show, whatever you do, aren't going to tip you. It's actually a fairly small percentage of people who do tip. And then also keep in mind, if you ask for money, you're probably going to make more money. Though I don't do that much because I think it's a little, I don't really like that when someone asks me for money. So I rarely do that. But I know, like out by the pier, there's silvermen, and a lot of them have like cups in their hand. And so if you have a cup in your hand, you're probably going to make more money than if you don't. That's what I'm thinking. And only time I'll say something, I don't like pictures. I just don't like. I don't care if I'm dressed up and I look cool. My point is not to get. I don't really care if you take a picture or not. No, that's not right. I do care. I don't like pictures. It's just my normal, personality. I don't like cameras so much. Maybe it depends on who's taking the picture. But I don't know. You're a stranger. That's a whole nother story. The whole camera thing. So I'll say, like, I'll point to keep a little tin can down there, and I'll point to it. Someone like goes to take a picture or whatever. So I don't mind so much if they give me anything. I don't care for a photo. If I ever say anything about money, or then when someone points or after I do my like show, and if there's like a crowd there, people watching, then some of the time I'll say, hey, please help me out, whatever. So yeah, it depends on you. The whole thing, the money thing, really depends a lot on what you do and on you.